Hello friends, this is lesson 8 of NLP, Natural Language Processing. In today's lesson we are going to cover the following topics. First we'll be discussing words tagging, then reading tag text, reading tag corpora, and then creating a new tagger, mapping words with their properties. Now let's start with the first topic and see what is tagging first. So the process of classifying words into their parts of speech and labeling them accordingly is known as tagging. For example, if you consider this sentence from here up to here, now specifying what are the nouns, pronouns, adjectives, all those things. So doing that and mapping the words with their parts of speech, so this process is called as tagging. And also you have to remember, parts of speech or words classes are also called as lexical categories. Lexical categories, or you can say parts of speech, or also you can call it as words classes. And also collection of tags used for particular task is known as tag set. Now here the question is how to tag words. Now for tagging that, NLTK provides a predefined function for us, and that function is pose_tag. Just by calling this function and provide the tokens here or the words, it will be automatically converting all the words and mapping their parts of speech with each word. For example, here I am first converting the raw text into tokens, right, by calling this function. So this function is converting all the raw text into tokens, and after that I am giving the tokens to the function as an argument, and this one is mapping their parts of speech. So NLTK dot pose_tag, this function we'll be using, right? Now let's talk about the second topic here, reading tag text. If we have already a tag text, so how can we read that? For that, again NLTK provides a function called str2tuple. Just by calling this function, we will be able to read the tag text. So let me read this. If the text is already tagged and you want to read or pair them into tokens in parts of speech, NLTK provides this function. The first step is to tokenize the string to access the individual word tag strings, and then to convert each of these into tuple. Again, I told you this function is used for this purpose. How to use it? Here NLTK dot tag dot, here we have str2tuple, and here we are giving the words. One by one they will be splitted from the text, and it will be converted into tuples for us. The word with their tag, word and tag, like that. Each will be converted as a tuple. In tuple we will be having the word and comma, then the tag of that. Now the third topic is reading tagged corpora. If we have a tagged corpora, how can we read that? So for that, again here, so you know that what is corpora? It is the plural form of corpus, and it means collection of linguistic data, or we can say computer readable collection of text or speech. Here is the example collection of writings or speeches of a person. Now how can we pair them? For that, NLTK again provides a function called tagged words function. This we'll be using, and this is the formula, friends. Tag corpus is equal to, here I am using NLTK.corpus. This one you have to use, and after that you provide the name of your corpus here, and then what do we have? You have to call this function tagged words, right? So for example, here we will be using a corpus called Brown. So from Brown we will be reading tagged words, and I will show you all these things practically. Now let's talk about the fourth topic. And fourth topic here, what do we have? We are creating our own tagger. So now the choice is given to us how to create a tagger. And for creating a tagger, we will be using regular expressions. So you know, regular expressions actually they are used for searching in text and that was the definition. If you remember, it is a practical language used for searching in text, and also we can say it is an algebraic notation for characterizing a set of string. Now here you have to define your own tag set, right? This is the tag set, friends. We'll be defining like this our own tag set. For example, we will consider that the words ending with ing, they will be considered as a verb, ed, verb, es, how do you call this? If it has like ended by ould, then we call them as a modal auxiliary verbs, like that. Nouns, they will have like s at the end. Now, you can continue like this in creating a huge list here, and just specifying the tag set, what do you want, which words you want, or which parts of speech you want to include and which you don't want. So according to that, you can create your own tagger. And then after that, after specifying here the pattern or the tag set, what do you have to do? You will be calling a function here called regular expression tagger, and here you provide the pattern or the tag set what you have created, right? NL taker, then we have here regular expression, then tagger, and here this is the pattern or tag set what we have here that you have to put here, and it will be creating a new tagger, and this is your own tagger, and through this tagger you can tag your words like this. Like here I say regular expression tagger, this is my tagger, right? And then I will be calling this function called tag, and here you provide the tokens, and it will be automatically assigning the tags to each and every word in your text. But you have to remember, if it is not there in this set, those words will be tagged with none. And the last topic what we have here is mapping words with their properties. In order to map words with their properties, we will be using Python dictionary. And you know the definition of Python dictionary, it is collection of keys and values. Since we are here, what do we have? We have the words, and that side we have parts of speech. We want to combine these things and consider the words as keys and parts of speech as values. And you have to know that the keys are immutable. Those keys cannot be changed, but the values can be changed. Like for example here, keys will be considered as words and values will be considered as parts of speech. And this is the way how to map them. Like here the word, here we have like map. So map itself is a verb. If we have something like computer, this side we will be having noun, right? If like we have something other thing like white here, that will be considered as an adjective. This is the way how to map them, right? Now let's see all these things practically, then you will better understand, friends. So first of all, we will be executing this part for importing the NL taker package, and then we talked about word tagging, and we say the process of classifying words into their parts of speech and labeling them accordingly is known as tagging. This is the definition for tag. And then we talked about lexical categories, or it is also called as a parts of speech, or you can call it as a word classes. And then we talked about tag set, and tag set is collection of tags, like as we created our own tag set there using regular expression. Now let's see here, friends, if we consider a simple like sentence here, the man took the book. Here this is a sentence, and these are called the tags. So here we have like noun phrase, and this is verb phrase, this is verb, and this is again noun phrase, right? In here some of the tags I have listed. For further you can refer the book, friends. There we have different tags, and there according to that you can provide your own tagger, which one you want, right? Like here if it is CC, it means conjunction, like we have here and, or, but, if, while, like these things. If it is or be, means adverbs. In means preposition, and then we have NN nouns. If we have JJ, it is adjective, like we have new, go, like that. If we have VB, verb, NNP, proper noun, MD means modal auxiliary, DT means determiner, and we have VBD, that is the past tense of the verb. Let me show you here practically the same example will give. The man took the book. So first of all, the first step, what we have to do, we have to tokenize them, to split them, like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Then after that we'll be calling pose underscore tag function, and that will be assigning the tags to them, right? Let me execute this part first. Now they are converted into tokens, right? Now we don't know what is this one, the parts of speech for this one, the parts of speech for this one, and that will be assigned by using this function. Yeah, you see, that is DT means, I show you here, DT means what? Determiner, right? And then what do we have next? This NN is, it is noun, and this one is VBD, and that is the past tense, and then we have again the determiner, and we have the noun. It is the way how to assign or map a word with their parts of speech. So now this is a simple sentence. Now let me read a text from the desk. I am reading this text input.txt, and after that let me show you here. It is called raw text. We have this one. This is the raw text I am reading from the desk. Now I want to assign the parts of speech for each and every word. So for that, first step is to tokenize the text. So that was the raw text, it will be tokenized. After tokenization, we will be calling the function pose underscore tag, and that tokens will be given here. It will be all converted into tokens like this. Now see, news, NN, V we have NNS, and then we have may, model, auxiliary verb, and this one is, you see, one by one they are converted. But the first step is you have to tokenize them. Next, what do we have here? One thing which is very much important, friend. For example, if we have some tags here and you don't know what do you mean by this, so Analytica again provides a function, and it provides documentation for each tag. Just by calling this function help underscore append, and then we have underscore tag set, you just give the name of tag here, it will be showing you and giving you some examples for that. Like here it says or be is adverb, and these are the examples for that. It provides the documentation. For example, I want to know what is this one, right? NNP. So NNP is proper noun. Let's see here. Yeah, it is showing us here. It is noun, proper noun, singular, and here they are giving some. If you don't know, for example, IN, so it is preposition. Let me see, IN, yeah, it is same, it is preposition or conjunction, and like that each and every parts of speech. If you don't know, just you put it here, the tag, it will be showing you the documentation about that. Now reading tag text, if we have already tag text, how can we read that? Analytica again provides this function, and through this function we can read it. For example, this is a simple sentence and it is already tagged. How can we read that? So for reading that, yeah, we'll be using this function Analytica dot tag, and dot we have str2 tuple. It will be converted into tuples. You see, they are converted into tuples like this, right? And this is the way this function we will be calling. The same way, if you are reading the corpora, the same function we will be calling there also, but the corpora should be already tagged. If it is not tagged, then this function is not working. Let me show you, friends. Here we have a tagged corpora, and that tagged corpora is called brown, and within that we have tagged words. Let me show you and read them whether we have like this or not. Yeah, we have. Now how can we read them? Yeah, this is the way how to read it, right? Or you can call this function also. This function you will be calling as we called it here. Sorry, it is already called here, and just by calling, and here I have put the slice from 10 to 30. You just show me, it is showing me like this, right? And then we have creating a new tagger. Now it is our turn how to create our own tagger. Now for creating our own tagger, we will be using regular expression, and then we'll be calling a function called regular expression dot tagger, and here you provide the tag set, and then the new tagger will be created, right? So for example, here I want to create a new tagger, and these are the tag sets what I have put within this set called patterns. So for example, ing, the words ending with ing, so they are grunts, and then we have ed, simple past form, and then we have es if it has third singular present, and if we have like this, that will be the modal words like this. And here we have like if it is he, she, we, they are called like they are pronouns, right? Like this we can put. And now let me execute this part. It is not only that much, you can continue, you can put your other things also here just by clicking here and put the comma, and you will be introducing new tag set. Now after that you will be calling this function, and now the new tagger is created. This is the new tagger, right? Your own tagger. Let me call the function called tag using my tagger, and then the function called tag, and these are the tokens what I am going to give it, whether it is tagging or not. Let me show you. Yeah, it is tagging. This word has helping ing, it is showing me this one because we had introduced here, yeah, you see, verb. If it is ed, it is showing me this. If it is should, it is showing me modal auxiliary. If we have like cats, it is showing me like that, right? If we have he, she, let me see whether it was there or not. No, it's not there. It will be showing us this one, pronouns, right? And the last topic here, what do we have is mapping words with their properties. And I told you for that we'll be using Python dictionary, and Python dictionary is collection of keys and values. We will consider the words as keys and their parts of speech as values. Now how can we do that? First of all, I am reading the raw text, right? This is the raw text here. This is the raw text, right? This I am reading, and then I am converting them all into tokens because I am calling the function here tokens. And now after that we will be assigning the parts of speech for each and every token, right? Yeah, they are tokenized. After that I am converting these tokens in parts of speech into something called dictionary. You know that this bracket, flower bracket, is used for dictionary, and here I will be considering the first part as a key and the second part as values or parts of speech, and I will be looping to the whole text, right? A new dictionary will be created. This is the new dictionary, friends, right? So this is considered as a key, and this one is value, key, and this is value, key, values, right? Now if you know dictionary, there we have some predefined functions like keys, values, and then we have items. I will be calling these functions, right? Let me see the keys. So these are all the keys. What do we have, right? If you want to see the values, it means the parts of speech. So we have these are the parts of speech assigned to those words. And now if you want to see the items, items means collection of both key plus value. Key plus value, that is called the item here in dictionary. See, this is key and this is value. Key, value. So both, this is the total, this one, the whole thing is called as an item, right? So I hope you understood all these things, friends, about tagging, how to tag, how to read tag text, and here, okay, how to read a corpora which is already tagged, how to create a new tagger, which is very much important, this one, for creating your own tag. And then lastly we talked about mapping words with their properties, and I hope you understood all these things. Thanks, friends.